Hey guys, Tyrep here bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Eindhoven country. Playing today spawning in the south we have RedLeaderToBase playing as Soviets, who has mechanized support, counterattack, and guard rifle combined arms. Teaming up with him is the BaoLiang playing as US forces, immediately going for Airborne. Facing off him in the north. Google Translate tells me this is Master How playing as OKW, who has Luftwaffe ground forces, Overwatch, and Elite Armored. And finally, we have BaoLiang playing as Ostheer, who has Encirclement, Luftwaffe supply, and defensive. In terms of rankings here, random. Tab out. USF 72, Soviet 90. Ostheer 45, Master How 160. So like a slight edge overall towards the allies. Numbers there, Rifleman overwhelmed. Very early beacon down and a double Pathfinder start here from the BaoLiang. 42 about to get flanked by some conscripts. Trying to stall out with this squad here. Keep that EMG in position. Need a little bit more support though. EMG going down quite slowly. Pyro's joining in on the fun. A squad of Grenadiers coming in as well. It's back into the arc of the machine gun here as well. Yeah, kind of has to retreat at that point, being pinned for quite a while. Chief damage bonus was about to get removed. And well, pretty good push here from Master How. But all behind heavy cover, Stoompies might take a bit too much bleed on the way in to really be effective. Indeed. It looks like BaoLiang's early aggression working out pretty well so far. So the Axis team getting off to a pretty strong start in terms of territory control here. Coming through the center. Pathfinder's pushing forwards now.
Our infantry can now rush into the enemy
low health like that, those Volksgrenadiers are going to start dropping off quickly. Interesting reposition here. Pathfinder's getting a little bit low now, out in the open. I think he just moved them forwards. Now jumping into cover. Meanwhile, the Riflemen do jump onto the cutoff here, so that's a good play by the BaoLiang. Some tank traps going. S-mines on the fuel from BaoLiang, that's nasty. Got a double combat engineer start from RedLeaderToBase though, so... Oh, he has just got conscious flamers on one of them. Gonna need sweepers on the other. Battle group gonna be the choice for Master How. Mid bunker coming down for BaoLiang. It's all happening. Oh, and BaoLiang trying to go for a wire off on this side. Looks like RedLeaderToBase gonna shut that down with those conscripts. Threading the flank here as well. Engineers coming in from a slightly different angle. Pyro's closing on them. Other squads wrapping around, but might have a tricky retreat path if they do get forced to retreat. A couple Grenadiers arriving, but it might be a tiny bit too late. BaoLiang has actually gone for ambush camouflage on these Grenadiers. Very early ambush camouflage on all of his Grenadier squads. Ouch. Conscripts starting with the decap there. Mo had a deep push from Master How getting on top of this cutoff. Ooh, no dodge on the rifle nade. Trying to get the kill, and they do! A little bit of bad luck there for RedLeaderToBase. I think if I was him, I'd probably be focusing, try and get a couple models bled here, but goes over to the Grenadiers. Look at the sweepers upgrading now. But yeah, good start there for BaoLiang. Getting that early wipe. Early territory control. It looks like Master How has been forced off on his side. Double Pathfinders out the back doing some pretty good damage. Lieutenant and 50 cal from the Brown Sheep. And Master Howe has got his tech down. Could go for the flak half track. Could have gone for that a while ago. Did he lose a squad? No, only 3 Volksgrenadier. Waiting for the Fallschirmjäger to come online, okay. Locked into Luftwaffe ground forces, starting to call some of those down. Unfortunately, he's trying to push back out, but they're having a bit of trouble. There's a lot of infantry here for the Brown Sheep. Fortunately, dropping out the back but getting suppressed, and now the Pathfinder's coming down to force them away for good. Trying to do some sweeping there, but MG shutting that down, and could be a tricky retreat path once those S-mines go hidden again. Fortunately, jumped into the building, but they're not going to last too long in the air. Shock troops wrapping around. Grenades, smoke grenades. Going for the Grenadiers next. MG on the retreat. Grenadiers doing some pretty good damage to the shock troops as they close the distance though. Oh, he's going for the wipe. Okay, yeah. Grenadiers holding their ground. Maybe they had some light cover as the shock troops were approaching from that angle. Kind of didn't look like it, but hard to tell with those boxes. Could have been the case. That's why they weren't dropping that quickly. 222 coming in for BaoLiang. A little bit late though. Gonna hit the field at about 8 minutes. Quite badly late, in fact. And we've got the steward out for the Brown Sheep. Very surprised. Okay, I was gonna say very surprised he didn't get any kills there, but there they go. Pathfinder's picking off one model at the very least on that super low health Sternpire. He's gonna get in Faust range here. Slow down the steward a bit. We have a Raketen in production by Master Howe. Steward at the moment shooting at the squad that's further away. Probably not the best idea. Switches over to these guys now. Oh, there we go. Good connection. And another good connection. He's going to launch another Faust here. I think that's a waste. And ends up losing a squad for the trouble. Like, unless you're going to kill it with like chain Fausts. You only really need one, and not worth risking your squad if you're not going to get the kill either. He's coming forwards with the ambush camo. Pens Grenadiers out from BaoLiang as well. He cancelled the 222 that was going to be super late. Gone for a pack instead.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Pushing back onto the fuel. And sweeping up those S-mines though. Steward only partially repaired, jumped back in it, pulling back. I was having a bit of trouble holding on to the territory at the moment. I expect that Pies would win since this squad has a sweeper equipped, dropping their DPS. Our troops trying to hide from those Grenadiers. Once again though, the Allies are in a bit of trouble here. RedLeaderToBase does have tier 3 down, but hasn't gone for anything from it. Has quite a lot of manpower floating at the moment as well. He needs to pull the trigger and go for something here. Maybe he wants to go for a fast tier 4 is the only thing I would be able to guess. Troops coming from around the corner. We've got another LMG though from BaoLiang. And you know, those LMGs do have a little bit of extra penetration, which does help them quite a lot against the shock troops. Oh, Barfinders from the Brown Sheep. And he's gone for double bars as well. And they can spit out some tremendous damage, but they do cause a lot of weapon drops, especially on the Airborne Pathfinders that have 2 of the scope grenades. Okay, BaoLiang gonna equip the incendiary rounds. It's the suppression cooking here. Mass grenadiers on retreat of this conscript. Bit scary for RedLeaderToBase there. BaoLiang disengaging. He might go for the wipe over here. Switches over now. Not quite enough. But look at this territory control for the Axis right now. Allies are right up against it. Stuart finally repaired though. Ready to return to action. See if they can turn things around. Troops trying to wrap around, but BaoLiang had nicely repositioned that MG42. Limiting their effectiveness. Got the flak base now covering the cutoff, so that locks the Allies out from a bit of territory control there. Coming in from the side though, forcing the machine gun away. Pack missing its shot on the Stuart as well. Shock troops finally getting something done here. Feels like they haven't been terribly damaging, only 2 kills so far. You can take a lot of health damage. A reasonable stage of veterancy. Here comes the Raketen. Stuart really needs to look for another angle. Maybe coming across to this side will be quite helpful. Some more S-mines are down, maybe? Kind of hard to see. Oh, D-Crew. The Barfinder's getting in on the Raketen. And the Stuart coming back in, Pack moving forwards. Barfinder's nearly taking down the recrew of the Raketen. Pack connecting for one shot, but now at risk on the Barfinders. Flak base, keeping it safe. Dodge of the rifle grenade. There's another one. No, cancelled. BaoLiang with the fake out. RedLeaderToBase still with just way too much float at this stage. Has finally got the mobilised reserves online though. I wonder if he's going to go for the B4. Triggers the mine there. Here come the shock troops. No, going for a T-34, okay. Panzer IV about to pop out for Master Hao. BaoLiang also with a lot of float. He does have a pretty sturdy army at the moment. He's gone straight for Tier 4. And by the time that's complete, we'll have resources for what I imagine is going to be the Brumbeer. Might want to team that up with the second pack. These Barfinders, look at how much damage they do on the approaching Volksgrenadiers. They are scary. Do have a anti-tank gun out for the Brown Sheep. And here it goes. Opens up on the Okadobi Panzer IV. Getting facing the wrong direction here. With Stuart. BaoLiang's machine gun forced away. Panzer IV actually getting very low, even though he didn't activate the AP ammo. Some good penetration luck for the Brown Sheep there. Oh, and the AT gun getting decrewed. I think he would be able to recruit there, especially with the shock troops with the smoke. So maybe this is where RedLeaderToBase can get a bit of a win. MG Grenadiers coming around the corner though. He needs his T-34 to get in there. Full Mother Russia activated actually. Sprinting forwards here with the conscripts. T-34 really needs to get involved here. There it comes around the corner. Off grenade onto the conscripts, jumps onto the pack. Poor handling of this T-34 by RedLeaderToBase. Very, very poor. He should have been able to grab that, you know, with shock troops throwing a smoke grenade on it, going for the steel. T-34 really need to get his Hull gun involved. gun on the front of the T-34's hull. Very, very powerful. And what a turnaround in terms of territory control. Now the Allies are sitting pretty. Master Howe has really struggled. He's lost his Raketen as well. Did they just get outright destroyed? There it is. I didn't see that happening, unfortunately. And Panther's going to be the option for BaoLiang. Interesting. It's a more direct counter to T-34. But I thought Brumbeer double packs would work. He's got enough manpower for a second pack.
Panther ready.
Let's see how the Panther gets on.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Master Howe bleeding quite a lot of manpower here. Panzer IV finally repaired. Ready to return to action. Pack trying to find the angle on this T-34 here. It does. But once again, the Panzer IV getting forced back by this anti-tank gun. Oh, Valiant Assault activated. Look at the damage. Threatening to decrew that M1. Panzer IV making a bit of a push behind this. Here come the Barfinders though. And they drop those Fallschirmjäger really, really quickly. He's just not even retreating. What is Master Howe doing? That is a huge throw. Did he just lag out there or something? He didn't move any of his troops for about 5 seconds. Kind of seems like that would have been a lag situation. Well, with that now, Master Howe really down the dumps. 2 squads down. 2 Fallschirmjäger down as well. Very, very painful. Didn't manage to decrew the M1 or even do that much bleed against the Pathfinders. Panther getting very aggressive here. Going straight after the T-34. M1 lining up. Panther wants to commit for a little bit more damage. And does actually. Gets one more hit through. One hitting Vet 2 now though. Got that rate of fire bonus. Do have a couple mines down from RedLeaderToBase. So, you know, it was a little bit risky. That is a pretty common mine avenue. OMG Green's just laser beaming down. Don't quite get the decrew though. And then the Barfinders out the back. Terrifying the Grenadiers. Panther not quite fully repaired, but the Panzer IV is coming across to the centre. And one a little bit too far back at the moment. Stuart coming out to the side though. Another squad of Fallschirmjäger from Master Howe.
Luftwaffe reports Fallschirmjäger ready for deployment. Taking effective fire! Fire that bomb! Ready yourself! Panzer IV! Taking pot shots at him! Incoming fire! Coming up on the flank! Under fire!
Panzer IV not having very much luck here. Just to back away in the face of the M1. Oh, even took a second hit on the way out with the Panzer IV. A little bit unlucky, I think. Panther fully repaired, coming back in. Tickling this squad with the machine gun. Dropped one bar there, but managed to pick it back up. Cash down from BaoLiang, interesting. He's finally burning through that last bit of manpower he had in reserve. T-34, Panther a little bit far back, coming forwards. Missing its first shot. A couple mines going down from RedLeaderToBase. Do have that Su-85 coming forwards now as well. Oh boy, and the M1's there as well. think if he went for the ram there, he probably could have killed the Panther. That's a missed opportunity. Pretty safe spot to ram in as well. Like, you can pretty easily recover your T-34 from back here. So, yeah, I think that's a mistake. Second Panzer IV out for Master Hal. S-35 chasing away the other one. Still getting very, very low there. We've got the Jackson out now. Opens up. And it's a good combination with the Pathfinders providing that super long range sight. It's so much easier to use the Jackson. Oh no! Pack got decrewed and now killed. What happened there for BaoLiang? Not entirely sure. So then maybe it's just super clumped up. And now the Axis are in some big trouble all of a sudden after such a strong start. It's turning against them quite badly. Bao now with a good amount of fuel in reserve. Wonder what he's planning to get next. I have to think he's probably going for the Brumbier. Yeah, Panzerwerfer would also be reasonable with a decent amount of support weapons around. Smoke plane in for Master Hal. With the Panzer IV's just about up to full. Dodges away from the Molotov there. Troops keeping things safe on the flank. MG forced away through the centre. Jackson missing his first shot there, I think. And then the second one as well. G really needs to focus down those Pathfinders. MG dropping incredibly quickly. And there it goes. Pathfinders sniping it off just so quickly. Jackson going to try to finish the job on it. Panzer IV wrapping around, so multi-angle attack, but the M1's in a nice position and is fully vetted here as well. He's dropping the airborne assault though. Allows him a bit more breathing room. This Panzer IV briefly stopping, allows another anti-tank gun shot to come through. Stewart with the shell shock. Panzer IV trying to get away here. Jackson loses sight of it though, and it does end up getting away. A bit of a lucky break. Panzer IV missing that shot. Would that have been the kill on the Stewart? It's at an unusual amount of health. It might have been. A bit unlucky there for Master Hal, but clear of the airborne assault zone. Decent attack overall from Master Hal. Didn't quite get the reward though. At the very least, didn't lose either of the Panzer IVs. Oh, I did lose the Fallschirmjäger again though. Really needs to be a lot more careful with those Fallschirmjäger. But okay, gonna go for some overs for the next time. Still, they're gonna struggle. Any squad's gonna struggle against those Pathfinders before they reach the same level of veterancy. They can't find the angle here. Looks like he's going to come around this side, try and get away from the S-85. Not on focus sight mode at the moment. Spins around. Panther gets one more shot through, so is the S-85 though. Panther's V2 got the skirts. A little bit of extra armor now. Grenadiers coming in really, really deep here. Oh, and they trigger the mine. Thought we might have seen a double Faust attempt on the Su-85. And BaoLiang going with double Panthers chasing in here. Looking to overwhelm. Going after the Su-85 first. The Jackson's there as well though. Calling in close the pockets. Panthers having a bit of a traffic jam here though. Looks like they're going to go down. There they go. Broke the supply line. These guys are... The pocket is closed over here. Stewart goes down. Rear echelon I think might have also fallen. Oh no, what's he doing with these Panzer IVs? Double Jacksons are there. Oh, and then running back into the close pocket with the lieutenant. Panzer IV, very, very low. Oh! Ran right back into the close pocket, and he loses the lieutenant as well. Big blunder by the Brown Sheep. He just had to stay back. Stay out of their territory for a little bit longer. Wow. Well, maneuver didn't go terribly well for BaoLiang. Lost his highly vetted Panther. Here we go. Comes through, cleans up one of the Panzer IVs. But, I mean, the Brown Sheep just running back into it, losing a whole bunch of units. Kind of ended up making it quite strong. A bit of a shame that BaoLiang couldn't finish off the Su-85 there. That would have been a big deal. Alright. Double muni caches down from BaoLiang. Didn't see the second one planted.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Master Hao with a decent number of resources himself could be thinking a Panther. Panzer also a reasonable choice. Oh no, just leaving his Panzer IV here for way too long. Yep, that was just really, really bad play.
A medium tank was destroyed. Incoming fire!
Ship troops holding on to the flank. Good dodge. Oh, medium dodge. Our troopers end up winning that one. Jagdpanzer are going to be the choice for Master Hao. That's a reasonable decision. Duel against these allied tank destroyers from long range. There's a little bit of veterancy behind, but might, you know, can't supplement it with a Raketen, but oh no, he lost the overs back here. Oh man, Master Hao and his preservation, not good at all. And I'm trying to work this Panther. The T-34 gearing up for a ram there. Maybe wasn't the case. It looks like BaoLiang should have more fuel than he does at the moment though. I suppose this does cost fuel, 50 fuel. Maybe that was part of the reason. I'll get the quads out for the future airborne assaults. Not likely to happen. What happened, Master Hao? Did he cancel the Jagdpanzer and then restarting it again? Well, it's been in production for a very long time now. Oh, look at the kill counts on these Pathfinders. We've got 30 here and 31 on the other. Constantly using them in tandem as well. Doing a lot of damage. Alright, so there's Sherman here for Master Howe. But Allies are having trouble closing the show in the victory point department, even though they've got some strong territory control at the moment. Can't quite finish the job. Master Howe, you know, not too far away in terms of fuel from another tank. You know, even double Jagdpanzers could be a pretty reasonable option here. If you can control them well enough. I mean, he's kind of relying on BaoLiang a bit more for the anti-infantry, but have to wait and see how that goes. Exchanging grenades here. Does not go very well for the conscripts. T-34 coming in. Oh, and they get the wipe. Bit of bad luck there for BaoLiang on retreats. Panther making a move, coming down. ICS-85. T-34 needs to come across. Get on the rear armor here. Vet 3 as well, going to have a super good rate of fire. Panther now trying to back away. Doesn't pop the blitz though. Okay, he's popping the blitz now, a little bit late. Sherman coming in as well. Pack didn't spin around, staying facing the ICS-85 direction. Looks like the Sherman wants to go on for the kill, but ends up going down to the fresh Jagdpanzer. Oh, but now the rear armor exposed there of the Jagdpanzer. Clumsy movement by Master Howe, and that out of control Sherman perhaps providing sight for the Jacksons for a very long time there. And I think he even got one extra shot in while he was out of control, which penetrated on that too. So a bit of bad luck for Master Howe overall, but can't be exposing your air armor like that. Another Panther for BaoLiang. Is he going to have one last roll of close the pocket? It's not if he keeps losing control of the munitions point. But it looks pretty grim for the Axis right now. At the very least they did, you know, get down one Sherman there. But Allies with the triple cap right now, and Axis are draining out fast. Going for another Jagdpanzer, fair enough. Maybe a Raketen as well. Roughly enough manpower for it. Otherwise these double Jacksons gonna constantly bully the Jagdpanzer 2v1. Okay, second Panther out for BaoLiang. Let's see what he can do with them this time. Work on the T-34 first off. Panzer coming in, trying to trade blows with the Jacksons. Tech truck looks like they go down, there it falls. So no more tanks. Master Howe really needs that Raketen out. Oh, Panther looks like it hit a mine over here, maybe? Got the KV-1 very, very low. Pathfinder's maybe forgotten about, maybe A move forwards there or something, and a little bit too close to the Axis base. Okay, double Panthers coming forwards. T-34 could be in some trouble here. Oh, some pathfinding hiccups there though. Oh, Bit of blocking though on the Su-85, allowing the Panther with the blitz to circle around a bit here, going after the Su-85 first. Panther overcommits though, gets out of the range. No, he's popping the breakthrough ability here, not the blitz. Going for the decap, wants to get the closer pocket going here. One T-34 goes down, the double Jackson's coming around for the Panthers. Big Pen's over here as well. And there goes the Panther. A little bit late activating closer pocket. He could have closed the pocket over here, right? It would have helped at least a tiny bit. But there we go. With that, the Axis throw in the towel. So yeah, dominant start from the Axis team there. Really, the Allies were right up against it. But they played tight. And mainly, unfortunately, Master Howe letting down the team with his infantry and tank preservation. A little bit unlucky for BaoLiang to be partnered up with him. But overall, entertaining action. Yeah, got to see some closer pocket shenanigans. Can't go wrong with that. Well, anyway, guys, wrapping that. If you like good game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.